What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another classic WoW Season of Discovery video for you. Now today we're talking about gold making once again, and we're talking about professions. In this video I will go through the one profession that is making me the most gold, while also talking about some honorable mentions. So first of all, we're starting off by talking about the best profession for gold making, and then talking about some other professions as well that has really helped me out, and there are some strategies here you can use to make a lot of gold. Now, number one is my character right here called Potterheim, and we have Alchemy. Alchemy is really good to make gold, but as you can see, the profit margins aren't really that strong. Some of them don't even make you gold at all. There are some secrets here and some strategies to use to make more gold, and we'll talk about those as well. Now, the best ones for me to make and sell has been Elixir of August Strength, Free Action Potion, Shadow Protection Potions, and weirdly enough, the lesser mana potions. The thing about the mana potions is that both healers and casters, especially casters, they tend to go out of mana while they're doing the boss fight. Depending on the actual fight inside BFD, the length of the fight, and how good your raid team is, the casters usually go out of mana, so having a lesser mana potion will help them get 2 or 3 more casts before going out of mana, which is definitely really helpful. And as you can see, the profit margins are not that massive, it's 58 copper, but usually you can see the crafting cost is 6.55. Sometimes I've sold these for 11 silver each, which is 5 silver profit, and then you can think about how much these sell. When it comes to crafted items through leatherworking, for example, or blacksmithing, you tend to sell 1 crafted item per person. When it comes to mana potions, you tend to sell 10 or 20 per person, and then on a regular raid day, for example, you can sell hundreds of potions and elixirs. So for example, on a regular raid day I would sell at least 100 lesser mana potions and between 100 free action potions or shadow protection potions. I tend to sell both, so I just send both on the auction house and I restock on whatever is actually selling. As you can see, the current crafting cost for me here is 29 silver, and they're currently selling for also 29 silver. I'm losing gold on that one. On free action potions, I get 1.72 profit, which their crafting cost is 30, and they're selling for 34. So actually I'm getting slightly more than the profit stated right here. That being said, where the actual magic comes in is buying things whenever they're cheap. For me, that's usually buying on a weekend, so you buy materials on the weekend and you sell everything on raid reset. Now, the beautiful thing about BFD is that it resets 2 times per week. It resets every 3 days, so it's not going to be Wednesdays always, it's 3 days. If it resets on Tuesday, it will reset on Friday, and then the next Monday. So every 3 days there's a reset. Every time there's a reset, there's way more raid groups happening than usual, and you sell a lot more potions than usual. So every 3 days you will have a massive payday. Now, on those raid days, you can make hundreds of gold if you really want to, because you sell hundreds or thousands of potions. It just depends on which ones you sell and how you do your actual selling. If you really want to make gold on raid reset day, you will buy all the materials, make at least 100 of everything in a single potion, maybe 200 as well, and post 10 on the auction house, and either wait until they get bought out or until you get undercut. So basically, when you go to the auction house, you post 10, you would wait 10-15 seconds and then do a rescan on the auction house, and if you've been undercut, you post 10 more. Always be the top seller on the auction house. So for example, on the bronze tube, if you are number 2, if you're number 2 here, you want to repost and be number 1. Always be number 1, that way your potions get sold first. So if somebody buys your potions, put them up again on the auction house. If somebody undercuts you on the auction house, put them up again one more time. Always be number 1. So in order to really min-max and maximize the profits from alchemy, you have to be at the auction house a lot, because this is a very competitive market, so you're going to be there and scanning the auction house every 15 seconds and just making sure your potions are always on the top. Now, the more potions you try to sell, the more complicated this gets and the more things you have to scan for. So once again, for me, I'm sticking to mainly 4 potions, and that is Elixir of Ogre Strength, Free Action Potion, Shadow Protection Potion, and Lesser Mana Potions. They've been treating me really well so far. Now let's talk about some honorable mentions, and to me these have made basically the same amount of gold as alchemy has, and that is tailoring and leatherworking. And I'm just going to show the leatherworking portion here because they both follow pretty much the same principle. Number 1, making upgrades for people and making best in slot items. The heavy earthen gloves, for example, 16 attack power, and they give me 40 silver profit. I usually only sell like 5 of these on a daily basis, but that's still 2 gold. Basically for free. I just have to buy the materials on the auction house, make the gloves, and make 2 gold. Super easy. Every single day. It's just I post 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, between 2 and 3, so like usually 4 to 5 to 6 every single day. So heavy earthen gloves, really good. You can also see the Hillman's leather gloves. These ones go up and down in terms of how much profit you make, so right now they're not really that profitable. The Deviate Scale Cloak though, 47 silver, and scrolling all the way down, you have heavy leather ammo pouch and heavy quiver. These ones also give a hefty amount of profit, especially right now because heavy leather is so cheap on the auction house. So both of these really good to make. And then cured heavy hide, if you just want to make some easy gold, you can actually make these and make 7 silver each. That being said, there are 2 more methods within both these professions. Number 1 is the waylaid supplies. So for example, embossed leather boots, 21 silver each, and people need a lot of these for the wayward supplies. There's 1 more if you scroll far enough up. You have Hillman's shoulders, only 2 silver right now, so they usually go for way more. You can see they're selling for 19 silver usually. That is about 7-8 silver profit for this one, because once again it's used in the wayward supplies. Now, the best item for me to craft personally so far from leatherworking has been toughened leather armor, and even now it says it gives you -1 silver profit. But don't care about that. You're not making these to sell right now. Look at the crafting cost. They cost 19.86 silver each, and when Darkmoon Fair is out, you have to hand in like 36 of these to get your Darkmoon bag, well, Darkmoon storage box, which a bunch of people want. And the cheapest and usually easiest way to get that bag is to hand in these ones right here, at which point they sell for a bit between 35 and 40 silver each, which is basically doubling your profit if you buy things right now. So 19 silver crafting cost, and they're selling for 35 to 40. That is 15 to 20 silver profit per craft, and once again, 1 person needs 36 toughened leather armor. So instead of selling them 1 at a time, you're gonna sell a huge bulk, and then you can restock. So for this one, if you make 20 silver profit on 30 crafts, that is a lot of gold right there from just 1 person buying those toughened leather armors. That's like, what, 6 gold profit from 1 person? So every single customer in that case is about 6 gold profit right in your pocket, by the way. So yeah, definitely worth making those. And if you can buy the materials now and wait until Darkmoon Fair comes to Elven Forest if you're playing Alliance, or wait until it's in Mulligor for Horde, and then start selling them, you will make absolute bank. So yeah, generally I'm making a lot of my gold right now through professions because it's very easy and very relaxing compared to gold farming, for example, where you constantly have to be on top of the game and find out which farms are actually worth doing. And for the most part they give you between 10 and 15 gold per hour anyway, while when you're crafting you can make 20-30 gold in 1 hour by crafting things. But sure, you still have to sell those auctions and realize that profit. Until you get the gold, you basically have only spent gold. But either way, for the most part, this is much easier than, for example, gold farming. But you also want the gold farm to begin with to have the capital to then invest into professions, right? Because these crafting costs, they do add up over time. If I'm going to craft 100 of, for example, let's just scroll down. If I'm crafting 100 toughened leather armor, that's 20 gold. So you need to have some starting capital, and then use that gold to make even more gold. Either way, just a fun video talking about professions today. Hopefully you learned something from this. It's definitely how I'm personally making most of my gold right now, just finding what's profitable, and then if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's some things that just simply will always work, like for example the wavered supplies. People need those items constantly. It's all about supply and demand. Same thing with toughened leather armor. Right now, when Darkmoon Fair is not here, the price absolutely plummets, and when Darkmoon Fair is here, suddenly demand skyrockets, and so does the price. Simple demand versus supply metrics. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and hopefully this helps you make some gold. If you want to share your gold making methods, please do so in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again very soon.